just pretending. Okay. The only one taking pictures of this is right there. Other than that, we will never know what happened. We would never know. Okay. I said storytelling, right? I said that we can use our imagination, right? The children, right? The children. We need to bring that back. Yes. You know how much fun you had making mud pies. Taking the grass, making it, taking the grass, making it greens. Didn't you do that? Well, I did that. But we used our imagination. So, in line with that, this is a true story. I should have brought a picture of him. When my grandson was born, we loved him. We just all melted. He was just, but he was very light-skinned. Wonder how that happened. And he had flaming red hair.
Irish.
And I said, this is not good. For an African-American baby, little boy, to be very light with flaming red hair. This could be a problem. Because we live in a world where you can be too light, you can be too dark, your ears can be too big, you can be too fat, too skinny. It's endless, right? But forget all of that. We was loving him, kissing him. I was his Gigi. I made up my name, and my name is Gigi. And now he's 22, and he calls me G. But he's still my guy, and his hair went from flaming red to kind of blonde to kind of brown to a little darker brown. And I said, yes! Yes! No flaming red hair. So, he's my guy. He's our guy. We loving him, loving him, loving him. He gets ready for kindergarten. So he's got all his new clothes, and we've just pumped him up like kids going to kindergarten. They are waiting for you at that school. You're just going to go in there and learn so much. He was so excited about kindergarten. So he takes off to kindergarten. First week, fine. Second week, fine. He's loving it. Third week, he comes in. I won't let her. This is my Joshua right here, okay? But I call him Bud. He comes in and he's crying. I say, Bud, what's the matter? What's wrong? He said, Gigi, my class, they don't like me. I'm like, they don't like you? They don't like me. I said, why don't they like you? They don't like my freckles. I said, they don't like your freckles. He had a face full of freckles. And he's crying. So I said,
Está hablando de que su nieto no la querían porque no le gustaban las pecas.
I said, go get a chair. So he ran and got a chair. I said, sit in the chair. I waited for you to come and tell me this story.
Se está entendiendo, ¿verdad?
Okay. He's sitting there. I said, okay, this woman here. I say, okay. Once upon a time, come on. Once upon a time, a long time ago, when you were in heaven and you were lined up to come down to earth, and it was 1 million little boys lined up with you. They were all lined up to come down to earth. And you were at the end of the line. Way at the end of the line. How far? Way at the end of the line. And he's sitting there looking. I said, and God was sitting at a table. He was sitting at a table, and God got up from the table, and he walked out, and he said, he looked down the line of the little boys. He said, that little boy down there. I said, all the little boys said, me? And I said, no, that little boy down there. And all the little boys wanted to be picked by God, so they said, me? God said, no, that little boy way, how far? He was way down at the end. And all the little boys turned around, and you said, me? God said, come here. What did God say? Come here. And told you to have a seat. from his table, and he walked over and he looked at you, and he looked at you real good, and he walked back over to the table, and God had a table full of freckles. God took his finger, and he kissed his finger, and he stuck his finger on the freckle, and he put it on your face. And then he kissed his finger again, put it on the freckle, put it on your face. He kissed the freckle one more time. Put his finger with this, and put it on your face. Then God took his whole hand and said, table full of freckles, and said, then God said, Joshua, you're not going to remember how you got those freckles, but I'm going to tell one person, and you're going to call her Gigi. So, I put her there because when I stand up from my throne and I look down on earth, look at all of my boys, I can say, that's my Josh, there he is. I don't have no problem seeing you because you got the freckles. And Josh, his eyes was like, I said, now go to school and tell him that. Thank you.